Creating a home when you're neurodivergent can be frustrating. Even though there are many of us who's autistic, have ADHD, Down syndrome, etc. There aren't that much info out there on how to create a neuro-inclusive home.
Hello, my name is Adina and I am an unlicensed autistic architect, and this is my 300 square foot autism-friendly cottage that my partner and I just moved into. During our 15 years living together, I've always experimented with the space we live in, because no matter what other tells you, living with someone who's autistic always brings some challenges. I was diagnosed as an adult 10 years ago, so at the beginning of my journey I didn't know what I could do for my autism. I only knew that I needed to do things differently. One of them is having rooms with high and low sensory levels. This cottage has 2 living rooms, one downstairs and one in the attic. Downstairs, with its bustling of people coming and going, is our medium sensory room, and upstairs, that's more secluded, is our low sensory living room. Having our living spaces divided into 2 floors is also good for guests, as it gives them the possibility to choose their sensory input. I designed this cottage in my first year of architecture school. I was still underdiagnosed, but I found the inspiration to solve one problem that many neurodivergent people have, and that is transitions. Not only do we mentally have a harder time transition from one space to another, as it takes a longer time for our brain to process information, it is also harder for us to transition from one space to another, as our brains do not filter out unnecessary sensory input. In this cottage, I unbuilt an empty void in the middle of the house. This creates a buffer zone between the different sensory levels of the rooms. You can do this on your own by identifying your sensory zones and adding medium sensory zones between rooms with high and low sensory levels. Another thing that has helped me is improving the acoustics. Sound is one of the senses that NDs have a hard time filtering out. The rule of thumb in architecture is that you should add as big of an area with textile as there is floor space. I have 3 windows in my downstairs living room, so I have not even tried yet to fix the curtains for that room. But I will probably do that when winter comes. These were some of the things that I've done to make my home more neuro-inclusive. I hope this video will help you, and please add a comment below on what you have created to make a neuro-friendly home. This will not only help me, but all of us who are neurodivergent.
Det här var några av mina idéer.